Okay, so I don't usually make videos like this, but I thought this was so bizarre and so strange that I feel like I just need to say something on it, or at least give my thoughts on it. I usually react to analog horror and stuff like that for those who are subscribed and know that, but I thought I'd just push the boat out and look into something that's really happening, that is non-fiction, that is under investigation still currently, and it has so many like twists, I guess. Well, not twists, but just so many like about 2 weeks ago or whenever it was that this story first broke, it was like, oh, okay. And then now today you're like, oh, okay. So if you don't know what I'm talking about the singer David, d4vd. They broke out on TikTok, I believe, in 2022 with the song Romantic Homicide. You know, it was used in a bunch of TikTok videos for like sad stuff, aesthetic stuff, mainly sad things, but you know, people love being sad, you know, and making edits and stuff like that. It's just the way it is. And ever since then, he kind of just blew up onto the scene. I think there was a collab with Invincible with the song Feel It. There was a Fortnite song, I think, very recently, and a bunch of other kind of like songs that have done very well. The dude's only 20 years old, by the way. It's pretty insane that if any of this holds truth, I'm just going to say most of the stuff I'm going to talk about is alleged unless it's actual fact and known in the press or whatever. I'm going to say most of this is alleged because I don't want to get myself wrapped up in lawsuits accusing someone of something that might not even be true. It is an undergoing investigation, so keep that in mind. And it is about a real person, so please keep that in mind as well because it's super sad. So we'll start off at the very, very beginning. In the Hollywood Hills, there was a neighbor who complained about a car, a Tesla, being left out on this street, I believe, for at least a month or so. And they reported it to this towing company, Hollywood Tow, I believe they're called, and they got rid of the car. Now, the car was sat there for 5 days, apparently, until one of the workers reported a foul odor, a smell coming from the car. That's when they opened up the trunk, or the frunk, I guess it's called for a Tesla, because there's no engine in the front, so there's storage space there. And they found the remains, the torso and head of a 15-year-old girl called Celeste Rivas. Now, when I first heard this story, because it broke on September 8th, I thought to myself, that's just a crazed fan or something. That's just a weird stalker, crazy fan. I'm not saying the person inside the car is a crazed fan. I'm saying someone did this to get David's attention. And the reason I say it wasn't David at this point was because he was on tour. He was touring from August to December. And I think he's actually cancelled the tour now at this point because the implications, and it's getting pretty freaking serious, and I'm thinking the police want to investigate him. It was very recently that the TMZ did an interview with the mother of the deceased. She said that she reported her missing back in April 2024, and she was concerned because she has a boyfriend named David. So it was at this point where I was like, okay, so the first part of this is a body was found. That was it. That was September 8th. Then it was about at least a week after, where all this new information came out where you're like, oh dear, he might have actually done it. Because the evidence stacked up is absolutely insane. I mean, and what's even freakier is the songs that were releasing around the times and stuff. I'll probably try and go into some of the detail, like the song lyrics, which no one really thought anything of until this thing came out. And you're like, oh my goodness, was he confessing? What is this? This whole album feels like a confession. One of the first pieces of evidence that link the singer to this victim is they both have matching tattoos. A little shh on the right index finger here, which was popularized apparently by Rihanna in 2008. She has a similar tattoo, or the same tattoo there. So people are like, okay, they have matching tattoos. What the hell? And in my head, I was like, okay, well, maybe this girl just knew the inside and out of this guy and just knew his tattoos and wanted to replicate it because she's a fan of his work. But then it gets worse. You see that there was alleged Discord conversations, because apparently David had his own Discord server. Bear in mind, a bunch of people were in this server and they were aware that this was happening and didn't say anything, which is pretty messed up if you ask me. Because at this point, I think it was 2022 when they first started talking allegedly in this Discord, and I think there's a message or something that says, is David here, or is Celeste here? It's like atting her, and then Celeste replies, or it's a deleted user, I think, replies with back or something like that. She would have been like 12 years old at this point. So there was also some Discord conversations between them. I think one of them, these are all alleged, or I'm not going to say that these are real. Yeah, you know, they haven't been confirmed to be real, I guess, but there's messages saying stuff like how Celeste wanted to come see him in concert, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll get you sorted out or whatever. We'll make this happen." So they've been talking, and then you see that there's actually pictures of these guys together. That I think they streamed together at one point. There's photos of them together. I think there's photos of them on his Instagram. She goes missing April 2024. The body was then discovered September 8th, 2025. And it was also, I forgot to mention this part, but it's very important. The body was discovered in a state of decomposition, basically meaning that it's been there for a while. Now, I know it was in the street or whatever for a month and then 5 days at this parking lot or this towing lot. There are speculations that the body has been in there a lot longer, which then brings him in as a suspect again, because it's like he could have easily done this and then gone on tour afterwards and just made out that, I don't know. I don't want to say anything crazy. This is all alleged. It could be other people involved. Apparently one of his bodyguards has been arrested as well in relation to this case. I'm not sure what's going on there. But what's even crazier about this is if you go on to David's reposts, I had this originally saved on TikTok, but the video has been deleted, I think, showing all of these videos. But like this video here is just a still image and it's a repost, but it says me if I see her talking with other dudes, and it's literally someone dicing up chicken, literally like cutting up chicken. When we compare that to Celeste in the state that she was found in, the torso and the head, I mean, it's not looking good. It's started to look a little bit sinister now. Oh, here's another one. Look, me, after hearing about her past with other boys, I'm jealous and utterly disgusted by her actions. And it's a freaking scene from American Psycho with Patrick Bateman. I haven't actually seen this. I don't know if he shoots her in the back of the head or if he doesn't. But it's the implication that he's saying he would shoot her in the back of the head. Basically, I feel like he has violent tendencies, maybe. And I don't know why you'd post this stuff publicly. I mean, I know he's young. He's a young guy going through a lot of emotions, but he needs management to sort this out. He's saying you can't be posting stuff like this because it's making you look fucking weird, dude. Okay, so let's not do that. So apparently, going back to the whole Discord thing as well, this is alleged as well. Apparently, David was paying off these other people to not say anything about because these people knew that they were in a relationship. I mean, then again, he was apparently, from what I've seen, there are pictures of him and her together. Celeste and David Don't Let Me Sleep, right? There's pictures of them together like this, and they're actually on his Instagram. Yeah, who's the girl? Okay, this was the 13th of December, 2023. Should have been 13 there. Her birthday was on the 7th of September. And then if you look at the music video, Romantic Homicide, his most famous song, it was posted 3 years ago, but if you look at the date it was posted on her fucking birthday. September 7th is her birthday. I'm not sure if there's any other music videos that are posted around a similar time in the following years, like 2023 and 2024. Right, so before I go into the whole lyrics of this, this was before this whole murder took place, right? Romantic Homicide's lyrics, here's the chorus here. It's, in the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. Do I love you? No, I hate you. Then it's, I killed you and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I love you. Now, let's just say allegedly at this point, because it's not looking good for him with the pictures of them together. You know, she goes missing in April. I think there's a stream where he's backstage or something like that, and there's this girl in pink, like joggers, I think, and people in the comments like, who's the girl in the pink? This was like July of the year that she went missing. So if that is her, she was still alive up to this point. So we don't know precisely, because the coroner or the coroner hasn't ruled exactly when she died. That's still ongoing, I believe. Sorry if this feels completely all over the place. I'm not used to doing videos like this. This isn't my kind of niche, so to speak. And this is just how my brain operates, as like a little freaking pinball machine where it's like, oh yeah, if you got about talking about this, oh, you need to talk about this, you need to talk about this, blah, 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 blah. From what I've gathered, I think the Wednesday just gone, so we're on the 20th right now, police went into the home, I believe it was David's home, and pulled out a bunch of electronic devices. And I think he had to cancel his tour so that he could comply with the police. And obviously it's not looking very good for him. You know, he's got these kind of, from what we saw on those reposts, he's got these jealousy, insecurity issues. He has these violent tendencies for when things don't go his way. He's like chopping it, even if it's a joke, that's kind of messed up. I think there's a link between Hello Kitty as well. He was like wearing a bunch of Hello Kitty, and she was a huge fan of Hello Kitty. Yeah, it's very disturbing what's happening. So yeah, this is apparently something as well. Apparently she lied about her age on Discord. But I mean, when you look at this, you can see that she's a child. She was 12 here. I mean, you can definitely tell this is a girl. I mean, this obviously without makeup and stuff, but it's 12 years old. You shouldn't be applying like full set makeup at that age. It's kind of weird to be doing that, if you know what I mean. That's really something you only do when you're in your teenage years. But I guess, I don't know, I haven't been to school. I don't know what the new generation's doing, like what the social norms are and stuff like that. I guess with social media and stuff, you're pushed more to do these certain things like wear makeup or wear certain brands, you know, because you want to fit in. You don't want to be bullied. You want to be like everyone else, right? Especially at that age, like, because to be isolated at that age is like a death sentence. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be a loner in school. It's a horrible feeling, really horrible.
To art, like, as a means of coping.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But you saying expecting it, meaning like you get into a friendship expecting it to end in a devastating, tragic, sad way, so it can inspire art. But are you manifesting that in a certain degree?
I don't know. I hope I'm not. I really hope I'm not, because it feels that way. Because it
feels that way. It almost feels like, so my girlfriend said to me that it could be that he saw her as his muse. Like, and that's why he was releasing such good songs, and he was writing songs about her. Because if you look in the music video, it's Sleep Well, which was 2 years ago, and then if you look at the girl in this music video, like, he picks girls that looks very much like her. She looks very, very similar to this Celeste girl. This poor girl, by the way, 15 years old. Well, she would have been 15. She was found a day after her 15th birthday. How weird is that? It's almost like, I don't know, it's just, that feels so weird to me. Like the coincidence of like him releasing Romantic Homicide on her birthday. I'd have to go through and see if he did anything else on these birthdays. But he was like obsessed with her, it seems. From what I've seen anyway on like Twitter and stuff, and like these clips and photos that come off, he saw her as his muse. Like she was his inspiration for making this music. And there's a theory that she realized the situation she was in, and she wanted to leave him. She wanted to go away and leave, and he didn't let that happen. And this is allegedly, he killed her because if he couldn't have her, then no one else can have her. And then I'm not sure if anyone else was involved in this, but he has shown tendencies of and apparently there's Discord conversations saying that he likes gore. I'll try and bring up these pictures as I'm talking about them. But my brain's like a pinball machine, like I said. So, I mean, he's fascinated with gore. He has these violent tendencies and insecurities that probably push him to do crazy stuff. He's obsessed with this one girl that to the point where he's putting in in Romantic Homicide as well. I think she looked like Celeste. Let me just see. Yeah, he picks girls that look just like her. It's super weird. And in this one, she's got a bloody dress or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the music video in a while. But yeah, it's weird. What's that? A freaking suitcase? Hang on a sec. Oh god, it just feels so ominous. You know what I mean? A suitcase filled with weapons used for cutting people, and she was found in a bag, I believe, in a frunk. I hate saying that, frunk. That's such a weird thing. It just feels so strange. Obviously, this is an ongoing case. I'm not going to straight up say he murdered her. No, you can't say that. This is all alleged. But if we look at there was a song that was unreleased called Celeste. I think this is an unreleased song. I don't think he actually officially released this one. But there's a bunch of unreleased songs with really weird lyrics. So this one's literally called Celeste. It says the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. I don't think Celeste had her name tattooed, but she did have his name on one of her, I think it was the ring finger. So this was a song made around May. So if you remember, she goes missing April 2024, right? I'm not going to play the song. I'm just going to read you the lyrics. And this song was made around May 2024 when she was reported missing. 1 drink, 2 drink, I think I've had enough. Let's drive the car drunk. Who cares? We're just having fun. Don't worry about seatbelts, just leave it off. Now wheels turning hastily, we're swiftly gone. The arm I had around you, can't feel it all. Oh, are you still under the car? Stay with me, I know it's my fault. How could I just sit here wondering why I'm not sober and why she's not home? Oh God, I'm here. Can't you take me instead? She didn't deserve to go. So it's like this song feels like if you used to look at it at a surface level, it seems to be about drink driving and him surviving and him killing his partner. And then he's like feeling guilty that he's alive and she's not. So yeah, it just feels like the songs that are being released, and I think that the album that has been released recently is called Afterlife. So this was released into, oh no, it's not an album, it's a song called Afterlife. And this was released in 2025, apparently. What doesn't kill you waits for later. What tries to keep you alive fails. I thought a girl would make me happy. Real love is not for sale. I don't know. You can interpret these lyrics however you want. Songs are not like, you can't really use the songs in court. I don't think you can, although I do remember hearing cases of like rappers who've literally admitted to murders who have been, that's been used as evidence, or at least like pushed. I don't think it can be used as evidence, but it can be like, it'll be like, okay, why did you say this in here? I don't know, because I guess you can just call it creative license. It's like, yeah, I was just feeling creative, you know, that I just, and it's like a little bit too specific. It's like, yeah, I stabbed him and this was November 5th at 2:50 p.m. in freaking Hyde Park and I buried her under the oak tree. You know, it's just very specific stuff. I don't know, this whole thing is crazy. I don't know if there's been any updates regarding the time of death for this girl, because that would really like give you a timeline of what's been happening, because supposedly she went missing in April. She was maybe seen on a stream with him in July, and there was nothing after that, I don't think. And then she turns up dead, or found dead, chopped up. By the way, just her head and torso, reportedly. I don't know, it makes you think, where's the rest of her body then? Where could the rest of her body be? Like, did the killer, let's just say the killer, have the rest of her parts? And the thing that kind of confuses me about that is, how did they know about the matching tattoos if it was just the torso and head that was found in the car? Was it the torso with the arms attached? Or was it just like this bit? Because this is like the torso's like just this and that's the chest, right? So that confuses me. So they must obviously have that part of her to know that they have matching tattoos, or at least maybe someone like, I don't know, someone in her past or her mum or whatever told them that she has a tattoo matching there. So I don't know, guys, it's a freaking weird one. It's a very, very strange one, don't get me wrong. There's probably a bunch of things I've missed here, because this is an ongoing case right now. So new things are coming out like every day about this thing. And, you know, like I said, when I first found out about this, I was like, okay, it's just some crazy stalker fan wanting to get his attention. But now it's like, oh, okay, he might have done this. Might have, allegedly. But yeah, rest in peace, Celeste. She was a victim. Let's just say that. She was an absolute victim of this, whoever did it. I mean, even if David didn't kill her, this whole thing is just wrong on so many levels. I mean, God knows what's going to happen, but his place was obviously searched on the Wednesday just gone. Maybe they'll find evidence in there. Maybe he'll even confess, but it seems like he's confessing through these songs that he's releasing. It's crazy. I really enjoyed his music, but I'm not going to be able to enjoy it now without thinking, damn, it feels like he's confessing to murder. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to listen to his music at all. And Feel It was like such a summer anthem. I loved that, so it made me feel good. But now I can't listen to that without feeling bad. Anyway, guys, I know this hasn't been my content. It's a bit of a yap session, so I do apologize about that. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's super, not going to say interesting, but it's just mental, like the things that are coming out. And it just feels like this guy is laying out the clues and is like he wants to be caught. That's how it feels. It's so weird. I'll keep investigating this case and see what happens, I guess. I feel like this is going to be a huge story. I think this is definitely going to be a Netflix documentary at some point. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next video.